instead of the highway, not freeway.
You're good. Oh, that's the whole point is everybody getting away.
No, I was trying to get out of the picture, and you're trying to get me in.
Trying to save your camera.
Oh yeah.
Take my picture.
That's the whole idea. How are y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a great morning.
Yep.
Let's get this thing on the road. He wants to go too, don't he?
Service, glad you're here. Some of you have been to Corpus before, so some of this may be old hat to you. We're going to start off from here. We're going to turn around, head back down towards the port. We'll cruise by there. I'll point out the museum and stuff. Head back this way. I'll point out the entertainment district. We'll go by T-Heads, which are on our left as we sit here. This is Corpus Christi Bay to our left, obviously. Right across the bay, you will see a large oil platforms that are in distance. That is Kiewit. They're one of the largest manufacturers of offshore platforms. On that side of the bay, you will have companies like Cheniere. They are one of the largest producers of LNG. They're capable of turning out 2 super tankers every 36 hours when they're up and going. They have 3 trains at the current time. They're building 3 more. Also on that side of the bay, over by Portland, you'll have ExxonMobil. They have one of the largest cracker plants that they just completed last year. It is under production right now. All of these industrial facilities are here because of the natural gas that's coming off the Eagle Ford Shale. So that's really boosted the lifestyle and the money coming into Corpus Christi. Hey, of course, you have the T-heads and L-heads down here, where you see all the sailboats. During the shrimping season, you can also buy fresh shrimp off the boats down here. It used to be very common. Now it's kind of rare. We have, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 boats that are operating full time, bringing fresh shrimp out of here, where it used to be 10 times that. On Wednesdays, the yacht club has, I believe it's Wednesdays, they have a wharf racing fleet. It's kind of fun to go down and watch them race. They're pretty serious about it. Right ahead of us, of course, you see the Lexington. Of course, all of you are very familiar with it. Glad you guys are here. Thank you again for your service. On the left is the federal courthouse. Straight ahead is the convention center. What we're just driving on now here with the seawall. I'm pointing out to where it ends. All this is field material. This is what they call downtown. As we head back, I'll point out uptown to you. Downtown was not built up this much back in, I think it's 1911. There was a hurricane. It was all a line boardwalk, just a couple of feet off sea level, and it was completely wiped out. Very devastating hurricane. And then after that's when they put in the seawall, and they built all this up. So the Omni is all on field material. All this area is field material. Quite a lot of field. If you look back towards the tall buildings, those buildings are uptown. That's where the natural bluff was for the bay. And we're getting our new bridge in.
The eyesore.
You still? Yeah, it's scheduled to be completed yesterday.
30 years from now.
historical homes that have been relocated here in Corpus Christi. This is where they have the International Jazz Festival down here, where all these older homes are to our left. A beautiful area. Big. Also to the right, Rec Center, we also have the Ice Rays. They are a hockey team. Great fun to go watch. We have the Texas Museum of Asian Cultures to the left, and then our museum here, Corpus Christi, right here in the surrounding area, right to the right. Ahead are the headquarters of the Port of Corpus Christi. Museum is worth a little look-see. If y'all have time, come by and check it out. It's pretty good for a little town like Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi Port is the, at one time was ranked the 4th exporter of ocean-going cargo in the nation. Currently it does about, I'm gonna have to see here, I've been down here, they've changed the little turnaround here. Let's see if I can get out there. We might surprise the Port Authority here.
I was surprised last night.
But I think when they're blowing and going, when the economy's pumping and oil and gas is flowing, they do somewhere in the neighborhood of 111 million cubic tons of cargo out of this little bitty port. All right, I'm gonna go out the end. Oh, no, here. All right, we're good. We're good. It's kind of nice. They've done some improvement down here. I'm trying to compete with port activity over there at Chenier across that way there. So
We got to finish it up.
currently, the project on this bridge was partially so that they could start getting the super tankers in here. Currently, they can't get the super tankers in here, and so they put the oil on smaller barges and ship it out to the Gulf of Mexico, out past Port Aransas, and then they do a ship-to-ship transfer in the Gulf. Instead of with that, they do 111 metric tons, cubic tons. All right, for your grandchildren, if you come down here, you need to bring them down here to the water park. And then right past the water park is our baseball field. They are a league team. I think their club is the Astros, so they bump them up here when they're ready for the Astros. They could have used some help the other day. There you go. Supposedly when this bridge is finished, the middle part of it's going to be a open spans cable bridge, support for a hanging bridge, whatever they call this. And supposedly it'll be, when it's all said and done, the largest one in Texas, supposedly. There's a street down here, live music. Food is okay. We also, Corpus Christi does a lot of contracting and moving military
Portable bonds.
And like I said, you're looking at just up and down, so you can tell the elevation difference between the two. I think it's, and I see that when I think about it, it's pretty amazing how much people they have. Yeah, and then over right past behind us, and I just missed it, is an outdoor amphitheater. And it was an old cement plant. And so it's a really nice outdoor To the right is the old courthouse. They're trying to save her, but I have my doubts.
Wow, yeah, look at it.
It's pretty dilapidated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure is.
Yeah, man. It's been beat up.
Maybe they can do something with it.
And this is the beginning of the entertainment district. From here on, straight ahead for several blocks, you'll have multiple restaurants and multiple venues for comedy, club, and music, and so on and so forth. And you really can't go wrong if you hit any restaurant down here. They're really all pretty good, but I do have my favorites, and I'll point those out to you. So the entertainment district is about 2-3 blocks deep, all the way to Ocean Drive, and then south.
There's Burger King. Looks like we went in a circle.
Be sure and let me know if you're comfortable back there with the air conditioner. If it's too cold, I can maybe adjust it, but if you get too hot.
That's why I walk that thing. Pain in the butt trying to get back up there on the other side. We don't know how to do it. We need to drive with somebody else.
This is Water Street, kind of the main entertainment street. It's 1 block behind your hotel.
What a street.
So you have different chat on the right. Yeah.
Break it up.
There's a nice field. They just completed one field down here of our lovely local faucet for water raised. Another Corpus Christi beauty. Right up here on the right is Water Street Oyster Bar. It is my favorite downtown restaurant. Go there to spend lots of money. It's right up here on the right. And this is Water Street Market. Right behind the Water Street Oyster Bar. 50 Connected Surf Club. That's a much more casual place. Great burgers, fries, and live music, which is right.
Surf Club.
To the left is a Whataburger that everybody likes to get when they come to Corpus Christi. I don't know why. You yeah, U and I is another good one. You go straight down, it's on the right. Yeah. It's really good. And this is a really good Whataburger right here. Of course, you can get an ocean view. It is not the first Whataburger. People like to think this is Whataburger #1, but it's not. But we can pretend like it is. And then we're back on those drive now.
Whataburger.
They have just redone all this to the left. Made this park area. Used to, you could drive right next to the water. You can't do that. Yeah, that was highly attention.
It's that way everywhere. Can't drive up to it no more.
is a beautiful bronze statue of plastic ball markers coming into the port of Corpus Christi. Let's take it up here. Sure.
I remember his name.
And it's still to point out the Selena statue back by the hotel. It's across the street from your hotel. Supposedly that little statue has year-long the most visited place in Corpus Christi. Right up here on the right is the blessing of the Mariners, which is a really nice statue.
I knew at some point it would pop back into my head.
Coming up at the top of the hill over to the left will be Cole Park. It's City Park. They have free music concerts. Bring your bottle of wine, bring your cheese and your blanket, and sit out there in the middle of the week and listen to some great music. On the right is our Swan Hospital, Christy Swan. Basically, I think it's the one and only system in Corpus Christi for healthcare. Left is Cole Park with our outdoor amphitheater and fishing pier. And they do keep the fire ants at bay pretty well. But Mr. HEB. Coming up here on the right is the famous stucco house. All of these stucco bricks were dug and fired right here on the site. Very unusual. Been here a long, long time. Along on the right, you'll see parks ever so often. A lot of biking, a lot of windsurfing takes place. And it's pretty good fishing. Full chest mermaid. I had to kind of tone it down a little bit. And on the right, you see the community is really strong with some of our churches along in here. True story. But as you can see, it's on an island. This body of water behind it is the Oso. We will cross it in just a bit also. If you drive straight ahead, you will hit the north entrance of NAS, the base. That's how you would access the lower entrance, which is not the main entrance, but and also, if you go straight ahead, you see a little bridge. Another excellent right there. Flounder. Right down there. Yep. Big old blankets, as we call them. They get in there so thick sometimes you catch them with your cast net. Base, I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but they do a lot of training, Coast Guard, naval aviators, and then they do a lot of retrofitting and towards downtown Corpus Christi. Straight ahead to our right, you see the bridge, you see the bay, you see Chenier, you see the entire, you see Port Aransas from here, back to the right, back behind us almost. If you look back to the right, straight to the right, you see those big yellow cranes out there. Those are the largest lifting or capacity to lift cranes ever built in the United States. They were built for one oil platform. I can't remember which one it was. And they were used once. They're still there. Too expensive to take them down.
Back to downtown and back over to the Lexington. I want to see.
Sand seems like. This is the Intercoastal Canal. You can take this thing, head all the way up into the Great Lakes if you want, and all the way down to Mexico. Snoopy's Pier, great little restaurant, nothing fancy. Order at the counter, come back, get your styrofoam plate full of seafood. It's really good, been consistent for a long time. Off the 37, the marina next to it, they have live music there. It's a good boat launching area. And then if you look, you see all the houses on the island. These are all the Johnny Come Ladies. We appreciate them being here. They've really brought up the level to the island out here. A lot of infrastructure improvements. Nice tax base. Coming out the School of Flower Bluff. It's a highly rated high school.
Well, we're taking us a little break and got off here. Stopped at this beach over here on this island here. Shooting this island here is about 15 miles from, maybe 20 from the Lexington. It's a long way. It's about the only beach we got around here. Everything else is pretty much weeds and brush and all kinds of. This is about the only beach there is around here. This is the beach. We're just taking us a little break. We'll get back on here and finish this little tour. Then we'll go to the Lexington. Okay, we are now leaving.
Remember, Corpus Christi and all this is built on a curve, and so you get right to the right. You see the control tower. You have to right hand road back a little bit.
We're leaving that island.
Yeah, it's Corpus Christi. Yeah, I don't get lost, but people come here and get lost all the time. I have friends that come down and I'm like, how do you get lost in Corpus? And then I forget, well, Corpus is built on a curve. It's all, the bay is curved, so everything corresponds to that. And there's the bridge on the other side that we would take from the university to get to the base on the north entrance. That little bridge to our right.
Okay, the base is back that way. Little reef. Now we're back on the mainland.
We were there earlier. North Beach up here.